Hi, everyone. Welcome to Skin School, this time from London. I'm in London. I'm Dr. Barbara Sturm. I am the creator of the Vampire Facial. If you heard about that, PRP, I created a skincare line called Dr. Barbara Sturm. It's all about anti-inflammation, strengthening your skin barrier function, helping your skin to be healthy, glowy, dewy, and giving everything it needs to protect our system from stressors and everything coming towards us. So keeping your skin healthy is the best anti-aging you can do and the best way to, prevent from all kinds of inflammatory diseases, whether it's hyperpigmentation, breakouts, acne. So we talk about all of that. But today I have a very amazing guest with me, Raquelle, who wrote a book about the sunshine mind. And not just that, she is big into cooking. She is doing a cooking show, and we want to learn everything about what she's about. Welcome, Raquelle, to Skin School. Thank you for being here today with me. Hi.
Oh, hello. I am so thrilled to be here. Thank you, Barbara.
Your skin is glowing, so I hope it has a little bit to do with Sturm.
It has a lot to do with Sturm, which we're going to get into. But yeah, thank you for taking the time, and everybody who's tuning in, thank you. And I'm really looking forward to this conversation.
So yeah, so glowing skin is really something, we, pretty much invented by just keeping our skin healthy, away from inflammation. And when we talk about inflammation, if you are in a mental condition, your inflammation level goes high, you lack of sleep, your inflammation level goes high. And inflammation is something we need to get under control. And you're such a pro in helping, with a lot of these like mental issues, because that is a big key to our overall health. So maybe you want to dive into, why you wrote this book, what your journey was. Maybe also you told me a little bit about your experience with your skin and how others reacted to you, because we look in the mirror every morning, and I know if there's something little we're bothered with, it's already like throwing us off. But imagine you have the problem of cystic acne all of a sudden, or if it's hormonal or from pollution or whatever, and you get thrown off quite a bit. So I would like to learn a little bit about your journey.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I wrote the book for a number of different reasons, and it's called The Sunshine Mind for those of you who haven't read it. And it's for all ages, but it is specifically for teenage ages and 20s, navigating things like having a healthy self-esteem, finding your purpose. And, as you know, Barbara, a huge part of self-esteem is related to our appearance and our skin, and having a healthy relationship with that. So something I was sharing before we started the Zoom is that in my teenage years, I had acne on my forehead, and I had a fringe. And I'll never forget, I was in the year 6, and someone came up to me and they said, everybody's saying that you have a fringe because you have pimples under your fringe, and that's why you don't have a boyfriend, and something like that. And it can sound maybe like a small thing, but it's a big thing. And especially at that age. And I remember throughout my teenage years, and especially my early 20s, being like, okay, I have to go to this dinner, I'm going to this party, and I have a pimple, and it's our face, it's the first thing that people see. And so it was difficult for me. And so I talked a lot in the book about having a healthy sense of self and beauty from the inside out, right? We can't always be perfect all of the time, but if we keep our inside pure and good, then that's going to reflect from the inside out. Now, that being said, I tried a million different products. There's so much out there, and it can be overwhelming because one person says, oh, get on medication. Another person says, oh, this brand's great. Another person says this brand's terrible. And so, what do you do? And then even within the skincare brands, there's so much that each brand carries that you don't really know what to get. And so something I really admire that you do is you sort of go a step beyond putting your skincare brand out there, but you educate people on what to do. So I think it would be really amazing if the audience could kind of hear how you created your line and how, I guess maybe we'll talk about different types of skin, but like, what would your advice be to me who has more acne prone combination skin on the best routine? And I did, by the way, so everybody knows, I stopped at the Barbara Sturm this little shop in on Melrose, and I got a facial, and I've been using the products, and my skin honestly has been glowing ever since. I just got back from traveling, so I have one little pimple here that I put her stinky pimple.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so
and
good.
honestly, it's already smaller today. I put it on last night and it's shrinking.
It's called the ultimate stinky pimple cream.
It's so good. It's so good. And the other thing I wanted to say too is I think we live in a world where everybody wants a quick instant fix. So I've been guilty of in moments, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go and get a cortisone shot. Like I need this pimple to go away. And that can leave
that can leave indentations. That can leave because
it can make it even worse. And you can apply that to anything in life. The truth is this pimple right here is going to be gone in a couple of days. Okay. And there's no way around that. It's going to be there tonight when I go to dinner. It's going to be there tomorrow. And it's a process to have it go away. And, you know, thank God we have things like this to help. But, you know, whatever you do in life, with whether it's, you know, a relationship, or you're trying to forgive someone, or you're trying to grow in your career, nothing happens overnight. Everything is a process. And so I think that's something that's important to remember with our skin, is that sometimes that result that you want, it's going to take a couple days, a couple weeks, maybe, you know, maybe even a couple of months, but you've got to persevere if you want to get to where you want to go.
That's such a good point, because the quick fixes is what everybody's looking for. You have a spot or a problem, you think, oh my God, I need to get rid of it today. And, you know, remember, the skin turnover is like 28 days. So it's not like from today to tomorrow. If you try to do a quick fix, it's mostly things like retinol or glycolic or, you know, hydroquinone or acid peels. But the problem with those quick fix ingredients, they destroy your entire skin barrier function, your entire skin barrier, your microbiome. Yeah, we have a microbiome on our skin, and the skin barrier is the outer layer of our skin. It's really the protection tool to the outside world. And we only get glowy skin, beautiful skin, if this is all intact. We would never do this to our heart, our liver, to our kidneys. You know, what we sometimes do to our skin is quite aggressive. And if you think about, we don't want to destroy the protection tool we have. We want to make it even more strong, more stable, more protective. And cells, if you look at cells, and you know, cells go through a process of cell divisions. And if we look at anti-aging, it really lies in a number of cell divisions. A turtle, for example, has 110 cell divisions, as human only 40 to 60. A turtle lives like until 200 years. So we need to take care of our cells. Yeah. If we always burn them off, acid them off, burn them off, not only do we deplete on healing factors, we also always destroy our outer layer skin. And with skin cells, or with every cell in our body, we need to give it hydration. Yeah, hydration is big thing for skincare. And I cracked the code of hydration, because when I tried to find a skincare product before I had my own, I couldn't find anything which would make my dry skin feel hydrated. You know, and I think lots of people have dehydrated skin, and that's when sensitivity hits us, when blackheads hits us, when breakouts hits us. And that's something we can fix very, very easily. Then anti-inflammation. Inflammation is really the root cause for so many skin problems, whether it's breakout, pigmentation, aging, everything goes together with inflammation. And retinol, for example, causes inflammation. So we need to take inflammation out of the skin. And then we need to give ingredient science to our cells in order to keep them away from aging, keep them, you know, really healthy and intact, and also functioning. So the whole idea of, you know, the brand, you know, we've created is strengthening your skin barrier, keeping your skin hydrated, and then you don't run into a lot of problems you might suffer from. Okay, if we look at hormonal acne, that is also caused by hormones. But for example, hormones like, you know, an overload on testosterone, which creates a sebum production, you know, a higher sebum production that can cause breakouts. But then there are like ingredients like niacinamide, the beta B, for example, which controls your sebum production. And as you just asked me, what is a good routine for someone like you as combination skin and tends to breakouts? I would say that, you need to have a good cleanser. And I created a skincare line for darker skin tones. And a darker skin tone cleanser, for example, is antibacterial, additionally to, being super hydrating and getting the job done. But it's working against the Propionibacterium acnes, which is responsible for acne, So this cleanser and the pH matters to ensure our microbiome stays in touch. So don't wash your face with soap because it's too alkaline. Our skin needs acidity. So this is a good cleanser from the darker skin tone line. And I don't know, do you have the enzyme cleanser for twice a week? That's a powder.
I do have the enzyme cleanser. I have it right here. And for me, I found once a week is perfect.
Yes, me too. Me too. It really depends on the skin time. I do it once a week. It's a powder. It has 2 enzymes which break down the lipids and the proteins from the cells, the dead skin cells. You wash you mix it with water and it becomes a foam. You wash your face and rinse. That's a really super mild exfoliant, which also works with compromised skin, like with acne skin. That's what I definitely would recommend. And then this is for everybody. And I hope you have that too, the hyaluronic serum. That's like your white t-shirt of your skincare routine, morning and night. You've got to use it. It's like the best hydrator. We want skin cells to be raisins, not grapes, not raisins. so they need to be juicy and be taken care of. So in the hyaluronic serum, for example, is such a great hydrator, brings active ingredients into your skin. So that is a serum I definitely would recommend to you. I would recommend the Beta B. Because it evens out the skin tone, but makes the pores smaller. This way you get hydration, you get active ingredients to control the sebum production. And then for combination skin, I love the clarifying face cream because it works for anti-aging. It works for a combination skin. So it's not which one do you have been using?
Loving that, the clarifying and moisturizers I've had to be really careful with because I've used some that were too rich and then I break out, but I've been great with the clarifying. It's works. I've had no breakout from it. So that's been amazing.
And one more tip, if you guys have spots, I would also use the sun drops and you mix the sun drops with the hyaluronic serum, it becomes very lightweight. But if you have a breakout, a spot or something, it's always like a break through the skin barrier. And as soon as the sun hits it, it can leave a mark, and, when you have more fair skin, it becomes red. If you have more melanin in your skin, it can become darker. So that is a cause for pigmentation issues. And to avoid that, it's always good to also add sunscreen to your skincare routine. And then you have the ultimate pimple cream, which the stinky pimple cream, which is like amazing. You also have.
I love the name.
I know, because it really doesn't smell so good, but the smell goes away like in 2 seconds. But when you open it and you smell it, it's like shea oil. It's like, it stinks, but it only stinks.
Funny. Sometimes I like the stinky smell because it makes me feel it's working. I'm like, okay, this is good. This is healing my skin.
No, we sell it so well. That's the funny part. People love it. And, we called it out. So when people say, oh, it doesn't smell good, it's just what it is, just the active ingredient, and I created an entire line around this product. It's called Microbiotic. And, I just said, we have a microbiome in our skin. And while we think, oh, we have a microbiome in our gut, we sometimes forget that we have microbiomes everywhere, bacteria, viruses, parasites, fungus. So it's really important that this is all intact. And I created this microbiotic line for teenagers because they have to deal with the sebum production. They have to deal with the microbiome, pre and probiotics, with a really great cleanser. It's a 4-step routine, and it's really especially created for teenagers. Also, it's half the price of all the Sturm. So I did like a sustainability crew because, I went to the government in Germany and asked if they could change the regulation for packaging, because by law, you have to have all this outside packaging. packaging and all the inserts and whatever. So with the microbiotic, we got rid of all of this. And it's basically, it comes in like a bag like this. It's like a paper bag. And it's a 4-step routine. It's a cleanser. It's a serum. It's a hyaluronic serum. And where's the hyaluronic serum? It's packed in here. And a face cream and the pimple cream. So it's very, very straightforward. You can use it when you're not a teenager, but it's, you can use it in your 20s, whatever. So it's such a great 4-step routine. And for everybody who wants to help, not just with breakouts, but to balance the skin, the microbiome. And it's just an amazing routine.
That's awesome. I'm definitely going to recommend that to the teens in my life.
Yeah, that's so cool. So yeah, so when you cook, do you have like do you cook healthy or do you cook like whatever is yummy and comes into
a little bit of both. I think especially living in California, I live close to a lot of farmers markets and healthy grocery stores. And so I try to do a lot of veggies and chicken and salmon and kind of get the protein. I have low blood sugar. I try to balance out, the
me
protein.
Too.
You do?
And low blood sugar, low blood pressure, like, it's like very, very like
me and you, low blood.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard because I like sweets too, and then I've got to balance it out because then it's low and then I'll have too much sugar. So protein's important for low blood sugar. So I'll try to do a chicken, a salmon, steak, even a different kind of fish with rice. I love rice. I love a turmeric.
Me too. I love rice. Oh my God, we're so similar.
I'll cook you a meal. Cauliflower rice is amazing. So I'll try to stick to that, pretty healthy. But then, I was just traveling. I was in Europe, and so I ate a lot of pasta and cheese and all the good stuff. Maybe that's why I'm breaking out a bit, but I had fun.
But you're enjoying life. So
enjoying life. Yeah. So I think it's all about balance. And then I would say diet and what we eat is also specific to the individual, right? So there's general things that are healthy for everybody, but one person might need a little bit more of something than another person. And so, for me, that's what in the morning, a banana, some granola. I always have my coffee, lunch, chicken and rice, and then dinner, maybe it's a salmon and a few veggies or something like that, and then maybe a cookie or a piece of cake or whatever. I'm not too
I love that it's not like super straightforward. I mean, like if you talk about anti-inflammatory diet, it's mostly plant-based, salmon mackerel still, but like green leafy vegetable and olives, cherries, oranges, almond walnuts. They're like very anti-inflammatory, and whatever's causing inflammation is more like processed meat, sugars, fried foods. So we should stay away a little bit from this. But as you said, everything in balance. And but if we're looking to improve our lifestyle, alkalining our bodies, being like the healthiest possible, we should really look into the way we sleep, the way we eat, the way we distress, the way we whatever skincare we are using, because it's also, if we use inflammatory ingredient in skincare like retinol, glycolic, hydroquinone, mineral oils, fragrances, which cause a lot of inflammation in our skin, it really gets translated into our system as well. So I think in general, it's good to follow an anti-inflammatory lifestyle, even if you have like days where you're just a little bit out of control. But to know about anti-inflammation is just important. So you can adjust like little bits and pieces here and there.
Would you say there's like a number one no to stay away from for an anti-inflammatory diet?
I think processed meat, fried food is and I've been a vegetarian ever since I'm 16, and I never ever missed meat. And it depends where it comes from. But I think if you look at the way, the animals are kept and how they're fed and how they're like, it's not much good in there anymore unless you live on a farmland or, it depends really where it comes from. But I would really stay away from processed meat. I would stay away from dairy if you can. There's so many good replacements meanwhile. So it's possible, to stay away.
Yeah.
So yeah, what does your skincare routine look like these days?
So I'll do a cleanser, and then once a week I do the exfoliation, and then I'm really into the serum. So I think I showed everybody before, but these are the two that I've been using, the hydrating serum and then the hyaluronic serum.
Right.
These are working really great. They've kept me, hydrated, and also have kept my skin clear. And then after that, I'll do the clarifying face cream. And then I also have, I don't have it next to me, but I've been using a vitamin C serum from another brand.
Vitamin C is one thing we need to be a little bit careful of. And, during COVID, I created the Good C, because the vitamin C in a high concentration on our skin can cause inflammation and disruption of skin barrier. So don't use a vitamin C serum, which is high percentage, and it has L-ascorbic acid. So L-ascorbic acid basically bombards the surface of our skin and destructs the skin barrier, which can cause sensitivity, dryness, breakouts. So while we think, oh, vitamin C is so great and we do something amazing, we really have to look into the formulation. So this one is really formulated not with L-ascorbic acid, but other sources of vitamin C, which penetrate the skin first and then give the full effect, which is great, like catching free radicals, radiance, rebuilding collagen, all the good stuff, but in a way that it doesn't sensitize your skin, and compromises your skin barrier. So that shouldn't be the case. A different thing is if you take vitamin C orally, then we can use like high dosages of vitamin C. But for the skin,
no, I had no idea.
It's interesting, it's like, because the industry looks at ingredients, which gets Googled a lot, and then, oh, let's do retinol, let's do it in a high concentration. But nobody talks about how much inflammation it causes. Nobody talks about that it takes off your healthy skin layers. Nobody talks about that you really need to have healing support to heal your skin again. Nobody explains to you that you're basically borrowing from the future and brings your future closer. So instead of anti-aging, it makes you age even more, thins out your skin, makes you super vulnerable to sun, you get more pigmentation. So, but nobody explains this to you, because it's all about the buzzword and what trends are, and skincare should be seen as the medicine. It shouldn't be seen as a marketing tool, because skin is also an organ. And then you would say, yeah, but my dermatologist recommends me X, Y, Z. And yeah, I get it. Dermatology these days is, basically cortisone, antibiotics, acid peels, retinol, lasers. It's all quite inflammatory to the skin if you think about it,
I wanted to ask you about antibiotics and medication for the skin. What are your thoughts on that? I've had a few people over the years recommend for me to take Accutane or spirulactin. And what are your thoughts on those types of medications?
For example, they prescribe it in America, but in Europe nobody would prescribe it. It's a kidney medication. It's not for acne, and Accutane could make sense if you really have cystic acne and you've been trying like to get rid of it for 4 to 6 weeks and you can't. Then it's you go to the dermatologist and to your doctor, and it makes sense to go on Accutane, and you need to heal your skin, otherwise you end up with scarring, etc. But you do it for 2-3 months. You don't do it for like forever, But you always have to make sure you also have a really good hydrating and healing skincare routine while you're on medication. So never compromise on your skincare routine. So same with antibiotics, but for example, I have lots of kids with eczema, for example, and eczema is such a difficult thing to heal. And doctors would also prescribe antibiotics, cortisone, and it makes it even worse. And I learned that, especially also for children, I have this baby and kids line. The baby body cream helps with eczema so much, and I have so many parents who tried everything and go on the Sturm routine for babies, and it makes it go away. What I wanted to say with this, sometimes doctors, dermatologists, instead of prescribing like hardcore medication, would be nice if there was like a brand or some products which actually only give the skin support for skin barrier and hydration and beautiful ingredients to take down inflammation. And that would be so much better than it's like the same with the quick fixes. You have a problem, you think, oh my God, I have to just, and you go and you do something terrible to your skin instead of, healing it, giving healing support, taking inflammation out, give hydration, and have a little patience to heal without those terrible side effects, because that's what we actually owe to our skin. Why are we? It's like a kid who falls and cuts off his knee. Do you put it in timeout? No, you hug it. It's the same with the skin. If our skin is already suffering, why are we not amazing to our skin and give the healing support and give the best ingredients and give it what it needs instead of, hammering it more,
Yeah, I've definitely been guilty of that, right? Because you see the pimple and the whitehead and you want to get it out. And then I remember I did that last year, and then I had a little scar right here that took months to go away. Had I had just been patient for a few days, I could have saved a scar. So
yeah, that's the thing, you are tempted to pop it. If you want to pop your pimple, I just tell you one thing, you take 2 Q-tips. Don't do your fingernails. Take 2 Q-tips, put a little disinfection on, and then sunscreen, but if you can avoid and put the pimple cream on top. And it's not always possible, but it's exactly what you see. It leaves a mark, it leaves the pigmentation, it leaves the spot. That can be avoided. And I think, also to prevent from breakouts, I want to say a few things to how we take care of our skin. First of all, we need to have a hydrating skincare routine. Second of all, don't use makeup wipes to get rid of your makeup, because the makeup wipes rubs this horrible ingredients and makeup into your skin. It destructs your skin barrier.
I've never heard anybody say that. No
Yeah.
makeup wipes.
No makeup wipes. Use the cleanser.
Wow.
If you wear makeup, wet your hands to 2 palms, start with your eyes, wash your face. This cleanser is so gentle, you can even wash it twice. You will see in your towel, there will nothing be left over. And then you splash your face, you wash it off. If you rub this dirt into your skin, it's really terrible for your skin. Yeah. And also makeup is not the greatest ingredient. So we need to make sure it really goes off, and then do a proper skincare routine. Use your hyaluronic serum, your face cream before you go to bed, and have a good routine. Same with cleansing brushes, don't do it. Rubs the dirt into your skin, destroys your skin barrier. Don't do it. Makeup brushes, clean them every week, clean them, make them clean. Their bacteria get stuck, make sure you use clean. And it's hard, I know. It's you want to just try whatever, but it's good to clean those things and make sure, you have a proper set of, makeup brushes.
Yeah. With summer coming up, would you say there's anything that I should take away or add to my routine?
I mean, you already have a cream which is very light, and this cream, the clarifying cream you use through summer and winter. You could even go for the lighter version of the face cream. So we have a light version, because you want to get a little bit of the lipids, a little more into, the light barrier protection. And that's when the summer comes, your skin tends to become more oily. So you have to watch a little bit. Also, definitely the sun drops you mix with your hyaluronic serum, do half. Don't use the sun drops because they're a little more heavy, but you can really, dilute them down a little bit to have a very light, sun protection base. And I love the sun drops. It's such an easy product. It's such a good product to protect from the sun, especially also with the breakouts. It's good to use the sunscreen then. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm excited to get them. I haven't tried the sun drops yet.
Yeah. And then, the sun drops, definitely, Marissa, we'll make sure you have it. And then also as an after sun care, I don't know, you live in California, you know the aloe vera plant better than anybody. So, you can put it in your fridge. The only thing I want to say, this aloe vera gel is so fantastic. It's 95%. It's organic harvested. And what we do when we take the aloe vera plant and the juice, then we make it stable, because normally what's happening, if you put an aloe vera plant in your fridge, it degrades in efficacy. So we make it stable and then put it into our aloe vera gel. It's 95% plus the other 5% purslane and ingredients.
5%?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it's so great. So for if it's mosquito bites, sunburn, whatever it is, it's such a great product. It's an amazing hydrator. So the aloe vera gel, actually, everybody should have. I don't talk about it enough, but it's one of my really favorite products because I'm a big believer in aloe vera. Such a good product.
Good
By
for
the way,
healing,
guys,
yeah.
yeah, by the way, before I forget that, we have like these products. If you shop today with us, you get all these products to for free, and it's like the super anti-aging face cream. What is that? You know, I'm like blind. I need to have glasses now all the time. The hyaluronic serum. So I mean, there are some really great products to get, and I think we have also some specials on our website today. So if you guys decide to check it out, go and you know, you get a good deal with Sturm today.
That's awesome. Something else I wanted to ask you, you know, going back to the timelines and the healing process and people wanting a quick fix, what would you say is realistic if you have, you know, similar skin to what I have, where you still get pimples here and there? You're looking for, I would say I'm always looking for a little bit more clarity, and I have makeup on right now, but I have some red spots. Like, what would you say is a realistic expectation as far as seeing more clarity in your skin?
So I think clarity in your skin is also, it comes back to having healthy skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just one product, it's the way you treat your skin. Have a good hydrating cleanser with the right pH. Have a good thorough but very gentle exfoliant like the enzyme cleanser. Have a good serum and a good face cream. If you have like a little, you know, routine like this and you keep using religiously, your pores will get smaller. You will really make your skin the healthiest possible. So it's like an achievable goal for like, it's quick. You see the results right away. I don't know when you started using the products, but it's very, very fast that you see an outcome with that. And you know, red spots, for example, someone was just asking about rosacea too. We have a serum called the calming serum, which is a great product for after shaving, also for men. You know, after shaving is great, or for redness, for rosacea, for red spots. The calming serum is like a house pharmacy, which soothes the skin, takes inflammation out, and takes the redness out of your skin in seconds. It's just such a great product, also to calm your skin, you know.
Awesome. I'll have to try that one as well.
Yeah, definitely. So we have so many products, you know. But you know, I always like to give a recommendation by me. You know, I'm a medical doctor. I see patients, and every time my patients ask me something, I want to give like a really good solution made by Sturm. And one of my favorite products, by the way, we haven't talked about it. We tried the face mask.
I have not tried the face mask.
So,
No.
so we have two masks. One is a clarifying mask, which I don't know if you Marissa gave it to you, but the clarifying face mask for twice a week if you have spots is life-changing. But what I use is the aloe vera kaolin clay mask, and that is something also especially for people who have dry skin and they travel a lot, and then you're on the plane and you need just some, you know, pick me up. This is something I recommend. I almost do it every day. I leave the mask on for half an hour and then I rub it off. I really gommage it off. You get the most amazing glowy, dewy skin underneath. It's like a polish, you know. And then I use my hyaluronic serum and my face cream, and you have the best skin you've ever seen. It's something you should try, just to try. Because
yeah, I'm gonna try that this week. That sounds amazing.
Product.
What was it that made you want to get into skincare?
Actually, the demand from my patients. I would never have thought that I'm today having a skincare line of so many products. You know, I come really from a science background, come from the orthopedic science. As I said, I created the vampire facial, where you basically take the blood of a patient, process it in a certain way, create anti-inflammatory proteins and growth factors, and you re-inject it into the skin. So I brought science into.
You were the creator of the vampire facial?
20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody that I know swears by the vampire facial, especially for preventative aging. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Wow. I know. created the blood cream, because my skin was so dry and I was trying every product on the market and I was freaking out because nothing on the market would work. And I spent all my money. I had to go and see a facialist like every 3 weeks to get rid of all my blackheads. It was mind blowing how bad, all the products were who I was trying. And I thought, you know what, I just make my own cream. So I created the blood cream. I created like a super nice base cream, which I still use up till today, and then add my proteins from the blood. And that totally changed my skin. And then all my patients were like asking me, so yeah, which cleanser should I use? Which serum? And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. I cannot recommend anything. So I started creating skincare products, still only for my patients. And yeah, slowly but surely it grew and grew. Because, if something really works, if products really work, it doesn't matter if you're in Australia or in the US or wherever in this world, you are obsessed with the products because they're so good. And because of that, I was like, okay, I guess I'm in the skincare business now. I'm still a doctor though. So I love to talk about skin. I love to talk about science. I like to find, the next new thing, like our exosomatic, for example. These are like exosomes and growth factors, which is absolute healing support. It's like a communication tool between our cells. Our cells live in communities, they need to communicate. So that's a super scientific product. That's what everybody should use instead of retinol, for example. Because
Okay.
the heal and repair, restructure the skin, really giving like the best ingredients, anti-aging support to the skin. And I for example, I do exosomes as IV drips. I love everything science. So
Would you
yeah,
be against using retinol?
no, I would never use that. Never. It's inflammatory.
I think that's so important for people to hear because, to be
I
honest,
know.
I've been in a lot of facials. I bet people say retinol, they push it on you. So that I think that's interesting for people to be aware of.
Yeah, because it's like it's a myth, and as I just said, you know, um, tell me a skincare brand where like a doctor's really involved in it. It's like mostly like very big corporate skincare brands, which are like, just look what's the next big ingredient, and then they put a lot of it in without really looking into the science and what it really does to the skin. So it's like jumping on trends, which I never did. I really wanted to always do something which is the best for the skin, and causing inflammation is never a good thing. And not just that, but also destructing your skin barrier. Why would we damage our skin barrier? We need to support our skin barrier. We need to strengthen our skin barrier. And hyaluronic acid, for example, is proven to strengthen skin barrier function. Hyaluronic acid is clinically proven for doing that. It's such a hydrator. Another product for ensuring absolute hydration is our night cream, for example. Do I have it here? I'm obsessed with the night cream. If you haven't tried it, you should. This night cream, I tell you, it's such great scientific product. It has an ingredient called polyglutamic acid. It's 4 times more hydrating than hyaluronic acid. But the thing is, it sits on top. So what's happening throughout the night, our skin becomes more permeable and water leaves the skin. It's called transepidermal water loss. And because of the polyglutamic acid, it seals the hydration into the skin and fills in the fine lines and wrinkles. It's such a fantastic product. And I don't talk enough about it. But the night cream is something I'm obsessed with. And while I only use my blood cream, I always use my night cream on, even on top of the blood cream.
So if I get the night cream, am I still going to do the clarifying face cream as well, or I'm going to replace that?
Switch it to the night cream. Yeah, I would love for you to do that.
Okay.
And it's not oily, it's hydration. It's like bringing absolute hydration to the skin. Because if you say, oh, I have oily skin, our products are hydrating. It's not about oiliness, it's not about so many lipids. It's about the hydration which comes from our products. Yeah.
Amazing.
Should we dive in?
We have some people. So Joy, I think we have Joy on the line. If you want to just turn on your camera and mic, Joy.
Hi, Joy. Hi, Joy.
You're on mute.
Hi, sorry about that. How are you guys?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much. So my question, so I think I need to give a little intro. So am based in Minneapolis, but in the winters I'm in Palm Springs where it's very dry. But my question is around rosacea. So I've had rosacea since my early 30s. I'm in my early 40s now and so reactive. So just I'm new to your line. And so I would love to build a routine and learn about tricks and tips for rosacea.
So I'm very happy to meet you. And rosacea is also a form of inflammation. It's also coming from parasites in our skin. So I see a little bit on your skin, and we created
Yes, you can see lots of redness.
I created a rosacea routine. So you start with our cleanser, which is a very mild cleanser. Yeah, my foam cleanser will be one step. Then I want you to use the hyaluronic serum.
Okay.
Especially also for Palm Beach, it's a must-have. It's super gentle. It's super good for sensitive skin. Gives you enough hydration. Then I want you to use the calming serum, like our house pharmacy calming serum. That will take the redness away. Will bring down your skin. Will calm your skin. And then you use our face cream. Yeah, the normal face cream.
Okay.
That is basically a very, very good routine for you. You start with that, and I want you to be connected to my team. So you start with that. Then I want you to use the sun drops, but mixed in with the hyaluronic serum. But start with the other products, and then at one point I would also add the enzyme cleanser for once a week. But I want you to really start with the cleanser, hyaluronic serum, calming serum, and the face cream. You will get everything you need for the skin. You will be hydrated. You will have all the support. Your skin will be dewy, glowy, everything. I promise you.
Okay.
Stick to that routine. It can be as simple as this. And once you become comfortable with the brand, I would add the sun drops and the enzyme cleanser. And when you're sometimes in Palm Beach and it's super dry, also use the face mask. Do it maybe twice a week. I do it actually every day. I'm also tending to have drier skin. I love the face mask. You leave it on for half an hour, whether you rub it off or you take it off with a warm washcloth. That both works. And one supplement I created, I want to recommend to you. It's called Skin Repair. It's very anti-inflammatory. Yeah, brings down the inflammation in your skin. There's another one called Super Anti-Aging Serum, anti-aging supplement, that everybody should take. This one. It's not just anti-inflammatory, but also hydrating from the inside and telomerase activating. I just told you about the turtles and the humans. So
Yes.
in order to come closer to the turtles, we need to do telomerase activation.
Okay.
Which is in all our products, but I also did a supplement. Sometimes it's nice if we address not just our skin cells, but every cell in our body. Yeah. So that are two supplements I would love for you to take as well.
Okay,
And,
super helpful. And so I, like Raquelle, have also been breakout prone in my past. So are these all okay for the breakouts that come with rosacea as well? Okay.
Yes. And if you have like such severe rosacea that, after a little while you cannot get it rid of completely, I want to give you a prescription for an anti-parasite medication. But I think we're good for now. I think this will do the job. But I want you to stay in touch with my team so we can adjust and help with whatever you need.
Okay, I'll make sure to follow up at the end. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, next we have Sarah. Sarah, if you want to just go ahead and turn your camera on and ask your question.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Oh,
So
where are
I
you?
had a question. I'm in New Jersey. I know it looks like it's nice, but really I'm just in front of a tree. But I had a question. I'm 25 and I have fair skin, but in the summer I get super dark. And I never had a problem with hydration, but I noticed that I have freckles, more freckles than normal, and my mom has a lot of freckles. So I was wondering, how do I protect myself from hyperpigmentation, getting freckles and all that?
So what a good question. And you know what, my mom had her face and arms and everything full of
Right,
freckles.
exactly.
We all get the same, we all have the same issue. So as soon as we hit the sun, it's just like it's
Yeah,
just,
even with sunscreen. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah. So do you use a sunscreen?
I do. So I always make sure I put sunscreen on my face and my body. I mean, that is more recent. Like when I was younger, I obviously wasn't aware. So I didn't always do it. So it might have been from younger, like my younger times, but yeah.
So very good serum from our line is called the Beta B, the niacinamide, which evens out the skin tone and helps with pigmentation. This is one serum. Another line we created, it's called brightening line. There's a brightening serum. Also helps loosen the agglomeration of the yellow and dark spots. You know, it helps loosen everything. There's a supplement I want to recommend you for hyperpigmentation because it's helping from the inside out. I don't know what products you're using, but if you look into our darker skin tone line, that helps with pigmentation. The brightening line helps with pigmentation. The Beta B helps with pigmentation. And it's all very healthy, always everything anti-inflammatory. And you know, one serum quite interesting. It's called Super Anti-Aging Serum, and it has an ingredient called glutathione. And glutathione is not only an absolute super antioxidant, it also blocks the tyrosinase. And tyrosinase is the enzyme which makes the yellow and dark spots. So if we can get glutathione into our system, you know, it's also in the super anti-aging supplement, by the way, and on our skin, that already helps to prevent from pigmentation. But
so
my team is on, so they will give you exact the routine, what to do, and adding the sunscreen, obviously, but they will help you to get exactly to the whole routine, so you know what works best.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
So nice to meet you. Enjoy.
You too.
Enjoy your.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Okay, next we have Marta. Marta, if you want to just turn on your camera and ask your question.
Hey, Marta.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, hello, nice to see you again, because I think I spoke to you a few weeks ago actually at the baby class.
Yes.
Yes, I was in Florida with my parents and my baby.
I remember.
Yes. So that was about baby. Now I have some questions about me. I do have also rosacea like the other ladies. And I have a skin that's acne prone. I'm over 40 years old. And but also it gets very, very, and I think now I'm breaking out, it's postpartum. Like my hair is falling out a lot now, and I'm using your shampoo and everything. And
the growth cycle supplement, I think we talked about, no? The supplement.
Yes, we did. Yeah, and I said I'm still pumping for my baby, so I'm not sure if I should just wait until I start. Yeah. And it also gets very dry, so I'm just not sure. I use your face cream rich, but I'm not sure how to really go about the whole thing.
You have the calming serum?
I don't have the calming serum right now. I used to use it. I just bought the exosomatic serum from you.
That's so good.
And I don't really know how to incorporate it. I also wanted to ask how to use my red light therapy mask. Maybe that also would help. I use your anti-aging serum, of course. I have your hyaluronic.
You're such a pro. You have more products.
I have the hydrating serum,
She's a pro.
Yeah, she has more
products. All your products. I use everything from you. I love it. So, but this is new to me, and the Better Be is new to me, and I'm not sure how to go about it. And the fact I'm really breaking out like never before, I think that's the postpartum issue. I just don't know what to do really. So if you could I know it's a lot of questions really.
With this balance with hormones, especially after giving birth, breastfeeding, there's a lot of fluctuation until it's all set and back in balance. The products you have are really, really helpful. You can layer serum. So once you do your hyaluronic serum or the super anti-aging serum, you can, try your Beta B, as the next step. Or first the exosomatic, you have the exosomatic, which I'm obsessed with. And then you can try the Beta B before applying your face cream. I don't know which face cream you're using at the moment.
So I have the rich cream and I have the face cream also, because I use the face cream on my nose because that's where I get a little bit oily. The rest of my face is normal to dry.
Yeah, so that's also a really good point. If you have combination skin, if you have certain areas, you also can zone your face and use different products, you know, on one spot than you use on others. That's also really good. For the rosacea part and the redness, I always recommend the calming serum. You know, the calming serum brings down redness, calms the skin, takes inflammation out, really gets your skin back into balance, and you know, gets it back on track. So once you then, you know, are done with breastfeeding and your hormones are back into balance, you will see a change no matter what. But you know, all the serums you have, they're extremely supportive of you know, everything we just talked about. But you can layer them. You can also, you don't have to use every serum every day. You know, you can just say, okay, the Beta B I use like twice a week, or you know, if you now focus on the calming serum, if you focus on something else, you don't always have to do like a super elaborate routine. You know, depending, you know how your day looks like, etc., etc.
So would I use should I use my anti-aging and then exosomatic for the evening rather than morning, or and then maybe
use
later?
it in the evening. Those I would use in the evening. I would do exactly the super anti-aging and the exosomatic for the evening. I use it actually morning and night. I'm so obsessed, but evening is great because prep your skin for night and get all the healing support into the skin overnight is a super good idea. And maybe throughout the day you do a hyaluronic serum, the calming serum, or the Beta B to really like chill out your skin.
So I also have this, I just got by the way, Kamei was very helpful. I finally got the Stinky Popo treatment since he was always stuck. I have it. And I put that at nighttime on my, just on this area, that's the area that gets the most, it looks very irritated and breaks out. Should I use that after all the serums on top of the cream, I guess?
Yeah, you just put it on top. You can put it as a whole area or just on a few different spots. It's nothing, you know, it's nothing crazy in there. It's like all herbal. It's all like, you know, coming from nature. It's nothing, you know, which can harm your skin. So you can also do like big parts of the skin with it.
Okay, and I also have a question. How do I use the red light therapy mask? Like,
you know, I personally
my skin is so dry. I'm so sorry, because my skin is so dry. If I wash it, it says wash it, and then it just feels very dry. I have to right away put the toner on and hyaluronic serum. Is that okay to use that after that?
Do you have like a panel rather than a mask? I'm not such a big fan of these masks. I have like, you know, like a panel where you sit with your entire body in front of. That makes so much more sense than, you know, or put the mask a little further away, start it, and like get the red light for everything, you know?
Okay, so just move it away. Now I have
you
to
have to put it on your face. You know? You don't have to put it on your face. It's important that you get the light, you know?
Okay, but so skip just cleanse it and then use it just from further away.
Oh, you can do your whole skincare routine. The light will hit your skin no matter what. So you don't have to compromise and like, you know, not getting enough skincare. If you feel like you want to do your routine, and then you do the red light.
Oh, that's great. Okay, that's awesome. Also, I have a question about microneedling. I know you've talked about it quite a while back, and
I wouldn't right now with your compromised skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skip that.
Your skin, and then you know, you don't go into compromised skin with the microneedling. I would wait.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Sorry, my baby's a little loud. She's in the back.
Yeah, we love your baby. Good to
She's
see
amazing.
you.
Yes, good to see you too. Thank you so much.
Bye, Martha. Thank you so much. See you soon.
We're actually running out of time, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to write in. We just have one more question for Barbara and Raquelle. How do you both keep a positive mindset? I know it's
that's for Raquelle.
Yeah. I keep a positive mindset by being aware of my thoughts. So I think we all are constantly, speaking a story to ourselves, right? If you're having a stressful day or you're going through a hard time, we can be hard on ourselves, right? And so I think it's making sure that we are speaking kind words over ourselves and having kind thoughts, and taking time if you're stressed out or overwhelmed to go for a walk or to put on some music and take time to kind of just really be still, even if it's just 5-10 minutes in the morning or in the evening. And yeah, that's what, for me specifically, if I'm wanting to be in a more positive mindset than my current state, maybe I'll go for a drive or I'll go for a walk, and that's my thing.
That's good tips. I need it. I need those tips right now. That's the thing, like always, like constantly, like working, sometimes gets really stressful, and then to, unwind and just take a minute to get away and do something else. And, and if it's just a conversation with someone about something else, then the things which are in your mind right now, that also help, at music and, do a meditation or read a book or just like doing something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have an 8-year-old and I have a 27-year-old. That's also nice to just like, get with your children and, just zone out for a moment.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Raquelle, I can't wait to see you in LA. We need to hang.
I can't wait. I know we're going to hang out. I'm excited with me and you with our low blood sugar. We're going to have some snacks and good chats.
We do like a little cooking together. It's cute. Yes. I do it. We do it with Marissa and everybody. And
I would love that.
Yeah, cool. Thank you so much for doing this. Let us know how it's going, and whatever I can do. I request your book. I want to have it.
I'm going to send over a signed copy to London. Yes. So I'll have that over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for being part of Skin School today. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time with you guys, and see you all very soon. I love doing Skin Schools, and there's some really good stuff coming ahead. So stay all tuned. Love you all. Big kiss. Thank you, Raquelle. Big kiss to you.
Thank you. Take care. We'll talk soon.
Yes. Bye, my love.
Bye.